Hi everybody. So I thought it might be quite useful to record a few postures of restorative yoga. So for anybody who might be recovering from an illness or who is not feeling up to a normal 90-minute fairly vigorous yoga class, this sequence will help you to release, give your body a chance to heal. It has been shown that proper rest and relaxation can have an impact on your blood pressure, your brain activity and your breathing rate, which all helps to make us feel better and to give the body time to heal. So you'll notice I'm surrounded by lots of things. That's because we can use all of these things to help us to come into postures in a much more relaxed way. The idea is that we are not holding a posture, we are fully supported by our props. So I've picked what I have available to me. You can pick anything up from around your house and use them. I've got my dining room chair, a cushion, I've got a spare yoga mat, some blocks, yoga eye pillow, a normal pillow and a blanket. So I can run the class with these props. You may well have a yoga bolster and that is perfect for these postures. I don't happen to have one, so I'm making use of what I've got. So everyday items, pillows, cushions that you have on your sofa, a blanket, all of those things. So pause the video, go and grab all of your props that you have to hand, any household items, cushions, pillows, books, anything that you think will be supportive for your body. If you have a yoga bolster, like I say, that's great. Otherwise, a normal bed pillow is absolutely fine. And then come back and we'll get started. Great. So the first posture I'm going to lead you into is a modified child's pose. I will guide you into the posture and then I'm going to be quiet for around 3 minutes. If you want to stay longer, please feel free to stay longer. Perhaps set yourself a timer. Otherwise, keep the video playing and I'll guide you out after 3 minutes. I'm going to be quiet, so I won't be talking to you during that pause because the idea is that you will be quiet and still during your posture time. So please don't worry if I go quiet for 3 minutes. I will draw you out. Otherwise, pause the video and use your own timer and restart it when you're ready for the next posture. Okay, so for this child's pose, you're going to need a chair. Mine is a little high, I have to admit. Ideally, it would be a little bit lower, but you'll see why in a moment. Put a cushion or a pillow on the chair because we're going to be resting your head. Grab your eye pillow and have that to one hand. Grab a blanket and grab 1, 2, however many blocks you think you may need. And then once again, you may need to pause the video and adjust. It's really important that when you come into the posture, if something doesn't feel quite right, you add another prop until you know that you're completely comfortable, you're completely supported and there's no effort involved in the posture. So I have my chair, my cushion is on my chair. I'm going to sit on 2 blocks because, like I say, my chair's a little higher than I would prefer. But you can be sat on the floor or a cushion would be lovely for a bit of extra padding. So you have a few options, and again, this is where you may need to adjust. You can come into Sukhasana, easy pose, which is a loose cross-legged posture. This is one option. Another option, if you prefer, is to take the legs wide around the chair, or perhaps place them underneath the chair. Okay, so I'd like you to find a position that you feel most comfortable to rest in. We're then going to round your back, place your hands over each other, your arms over each other, and rest your head on the cushion. Okay, I'm going to adjust my posture a little bit by moving back. The idea is you want to be rounded and soft. So we're resting our hands, resting our head. Okay, and when you've got the position right with the chair, and you know that feels good, take your blanket. Bring the blanket over your shoulders. Depending on how comfortable this is for you, you may decide to bring it over your head to completely close, but not everybody finds that particularly comfortable. So over your shoulders is fine. Take your eye pillow, and once your head is down and rested, you can rest the eye pillow on the back of your neck. So your hands are on the cushion, your head is resting on the cushion, your blanket is over your shoulders so you're warm, your hips are comfortable, eye pillow resting on your neck. Make any adjustments you need to so that you can breathe easily and you're completely comfortable. We're going to rest here for 3 minutes. And gently drawing yourself out of your modified chair, child's pose, sorry now. Gently take off the eye pillow, the blanket, and slowly drawing yourselves upright. So for the next posture, we're going to come into a relaxed twist. So if you have a yoga bolster, now is the time to have it handy. As I said before, I don't have a yoga bolster, so I'll improvise and show you what I'm going to do to improvise. You'll also need, if you don't have a bolster, you'll need a fairly long cushion. So a bed cushion is, a pillow is great. You'll need a couple of normal blocks, or if you don't have blocks, use any props you have. So some big books, absolutely fine. Anything that you can raise your hands up onto. As always, have a few other things around you, another couple of cushions and blankets if that feels good as well. So for this posture, we're going to elevate elevate the bolster onto some blocks, and again you can decide how high. I'm going to use 2 fairly thick blocks here. You can use whatever you need to get that elevation. If you have a bolster, you simply lay the bolster on the block. So for me, I don't have a bolster, so I've got 2 yoga mats, and I'm putting one each side, and then the cushion, the pillow, sorry, goes on top. So you get this nice gradual slope upwards. You're going to need to take your blocks or your books or whatever you're using, one either side of your upright pillar here. And then we're going to come into a relaxed posture. So we're coming onto one side, the knees are bent over to your side. You want to adjust so that your outside of your hip is close to the base of your pillow or your bolster. And then we're going to lay our body, we're going to twist towards the bolster and lay our body flat down on the bolster in a gentle twist. The head rests on your bolster, your arms come out to the side at a nice angle, and your lower arms and hands rest on the blocks. And then you close your eyes here. If you'd like to draw a blanket over you as well, no, that's fine. And once again, adjust. Anything that feels less than comfortable, adjust. So move the position of your head up or down so the neck is relaxed. And we're going to rest here for 3 minutes. So now it's time to gently come out. So place your hands on the block and very slowly, gently lift yourself up. And as we've twisted to one side, we need to twist to the other. So very straightforward. Just turn your body round so the other hip is close to the bottom of the bolster. Rest the body down. Side of the head comes to the cushion. And adjust your blocks so they're underneath your lower arms. Once again, adjust and rest here. 3 minutes. And now you're ready to come out. Gently place your hands on the block and lift yourself out of your relaxed twist. So the next posture we're going to do is another forward fold, this time over wide legs. So you're going to need a couple of thick blocks or something that you can rest your head on. I'd suggest a cushion for sitting on. You're going to need another cushion or a pillow to rest your head, and a blanket. So when you're ready, we're going to be sitting on the pillow so that we're nice and comfortable. Take your legs a comfortable distance apart. So again, we're resting, we're relaxing, so don't overdo it. Just come into a place where you're comfortable. And you want to have, you can use your bolster here if you've got a bolster. Again, I'm just using my pillow supported on a couple of blocks. And you have your blanket once more, as we did earlier, to put over your shoulders. So when you're ready, blanket over your shoulders, we're going to take a very gentle folding over onto your blocks. Adjust your blocks, the position of your blocks or your head support, so that you can come forward without any strain. So you may need to build up the support in front of you so that it becomes higher. You can use a stack of cushions, books, whatever you have at handy. And then we're going to rest, just crossing the arms gently. The forehead comes onto the cushion. And we're resting here for 3 minutes. Gently drawing yourselves out now, sitting up nice and slowly. Good. So for our next posture, you're going to need to be close to a wall. So adjust your position so that you're close to a wall. You're either going to need your bolster, if you have a bolster, or if not, I've improvised again using two rolled up yoga mats. You're going to need two normal size blocks or books or whatever you're using, your eye pillow, and you're going to need a blanket. So when you've got your things ready, let's have your blanket to one side. You want to place your bolster so that the long edge is parallel to the wall, and you want to have the bolster about 1 block's length away from the wall. And again, once again, you need to adjust for your own body limb ratio. We're going to have 1 block either side of your bolster and slightly back. And again, we adjust it as we come in, and have your eye pillow handy by your sides. So you're going to need to roll onto, sit by the wall with your bolster here by your side, and roll onto your bolster and put your feet up the wall. Just adjust your position so your tailbone is over the blocks, not sitting on the blocks, or the bolster. You want the bolster under your lower back with your tailbone just slightly over the edge of the bolster. Take your blanket, just folding mine so that it's not too big, and then we're going to put the blanket over our feet. Feet go up the wall, blanket is draped over your feet, covering your legs, and if you want to, you can have it covering your whole body if you have a big enough blanket, or two, have another blanket. So each block by your sides here, take your arms out to the sides, and once again using the blocks to support your lower arms. So adjust the block position so that your arms can be relaxed, nicely bent. You can have them at whatever angle you feel most comfortable in the shoulders. Eye pillow this time, just resting on your eyes. Relax your arms out to the sides. And we're going to pause and rest here for 5 minutes. Okay, now we're ready to come out. Release, take the eye pillow off, bend your knees, take the blanket off of your feet, and very carefully, gently rolling over onto your side so that you come off your bolster or your yoga mats. And finally, we're going to come into Shavasana. So I'm going to guide you into the posture, the supported posture, and then I am going to leave you on this video so that you can keep the video playing, but you can stay here for 30 minutes or longer. Stay as long as you like, and relax completely. So once I've guided you into the posture, I'm going to leave you to it and allow you to enjoy, hopefully, a nice quiet rest. So for this version, very similar to the way we did supported child's pose. So you're going to want to create some height with either some blocks or anything else you have to hand. And again, you can make this as high or as low as you like. You're going to take your bolster, or in my case, the 2 rolled up yoga mats, and place them on the support. So because I don't have a bolster, I'm using my pillow over my yoga block, over my yoga mats. And you could probably imagine what's going to happen now. So back of your hips close up to your bottom of your bolster or your pillow. Take your blanket over you. You want 1 block either side of your body, and this is where we're going to rest our arms, and your eye pillow. As you lay back, making sure that the bolster is fully supporting your back and that your head is resting at the top of your bolster so that it's not hanging off. You can extend your legs away, or you can take them out to the sides, whichever feels most comfortable for you. Take your blocks and rest. You want to angle your blocks so they're about 45 degrees angle from your mat, fully supporting your lower arms. Palms are facing up. Place your eye pillow on your eyes. Draw your blanket over you so that you're going to stay warm all of the time that you're laying here. Make any micro adjustments that you need at any time. Remember, you need to feel fully supported to relax completely. And enjoy.